The preceding announcement was brought to you as a public service by the National Basketball Association. And so, Bill Russell, maybe you should answer that for us. Which team in the NBA holds the record for the most playoff victories?
Probably the Lakers.
You're right. You did not say the Boston Celtics. I promised everyone that you would say the Celtics, who have won the most championships, of course.
Which is different altogether. Yes, it is.
Cannot sneak up on him, Hot Rod. It's wrong what you said earlier today. Jamaal over to Jim Jones, and Daryl Dawkins is out there with Mark Landsberger, number 53, with 2 fouls. Landsberger maneuvers, a little turnaround shot with the right hand.
How about that move, Brent? He set him up with a good head and shoulder fake to the baseline, turned back to the middle. I think he kind of surprised Dawkins with a move.
So Mark Landsberger ties it, and right back comes Lionel Hollins. And talking about pressure, Russ, how important is it for Hollins to have gone through a championship series now to be involved here, as opposed to Magic, who's got the ball and never been in one?
Well, what happens if you're a veteran of playoffs, then you don't worry about certain things. You don't let a lot of things bother you that ordinarily would bother guys. Like, the media will say, well, this guy's good, this guy's good. If you've been through it before, you don't have to get involved in all that stuff as to how good you are. You just go ahead and play.
At the shot clock, Jamaal got it off, and credit Daryl Dawkins with a marvelous block down inside that kept the shot clock rolling. And now it's the Sixers. They lead it by 2, and Lionel Hollins has been able to get inside so far. Jump hook by Caldwell Jones. Landsberger's off to Jones. Send it back to Cooper. Cooper goes over to Jones. Knocked away by Dawkins, out of bounds, and off the Lakers. And Daryl Dawkins with 2 strong defensive efforts by the young man.
And that was a good call for a change.
That's an easy way to get a foul, too, Brent. He's very fortunate there. When you reach around a player like that, knock that ball free, he was gambling with 2 fouls already here early in the game.
No wonder Earl Strom offered you that whistle earlier. Hollins had the shot. Bobby Jones follows and bring him to the free throw line. And it was Bobby Jones alertly coming over on the miss after Hollins had penetrated.
Now, Bobby Jones is not only quick, he's a great jumper.
Take a look at the play. Bobby coming in right down the middle, number 24, stepped inside, grabbed the ball, went back over Landsberger for the basket. Another reason he's such a great player and has that great ability is he's such a competitor, Brent. This guy never quits. He really goes out 100% at both ends. It's the only way he knows how to play.
At the free throw line, and the veteran from North Carolina has now yanked down 5 rebounds in 9 minutes off the bench. And he's also added 3 points. Nixon with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar due to check back in for the Western Conference champions. Jamaal into Jones. Jumps out, and Bobby Jones had a hand on it. Here is Henry Bibby. Bounce into Dawkins. Jump past to Lionel Hollins. And the 76ers playing with confidence, aren't they? You know, when you look at what the Sixers have accomplished in the playoffs, don't be surprised. They beat UB Brown and the tough Atlanta Hawks in 5. Then the Boston Celtics, who'd won 61 in the regular season, they put them away in 5 games. So the 76ers are stronger, much stronger than when the season began. And they had a great season at that. And Magic Johnson penetrates.
And they put away the Washington Bullets in 2.
Exactly.
This is a great matchup, Brent. This is the best matchup in the finals in 30 years in the NBA, as far as percentages of win and loss records.
That would go back to the Minneapolis Lakers and the Syracuse Nationals. As Caldwell Jones hooks it in. The first time since 1950, the 2 teams that won better than 70% of their games in the regular season meet here for the NBA World Championship. Nixon slows it down. Now he begins to assault the corner.
That's twice they've been able to penetrate. Magic gets one, and now Nixon. So Philly's going to have to quickly shut the door in the middle.
And a marvelous cut to that camera located just behind the glass at either end here today. Hollins tied up by Jones. Bibby moves it to Bobby Jones, and they go inside to Caldwell, and Landsberger fouled it. Now, in the last 5 minutes, Philadelphia has outscored Los Angeles 17-6, and that's why they've taken a 5-point lead. 8:43 first half. How important is the first game in an NBA World Championship Series? Well, since the first championship series in '47, first game winners have gone on to win 23 out of 33 series. But in each of the last 3 that I have done, the home team has held service in the first game and gone on to lose the World Championship. Washington, Seattle, and Philadelphia in succession. So we're working on that, if it means anything at all. And here's, I thought I figured you would. One thing about Russell, he's really tightened up for the World Championship.
Hey,
Rod, you really get so nervous.
Hey, you know, Brent, earlier we were talking about pressure. And some of the things that happen that makes it so tough in situations like this, there are other things that come into be. Like, for example, you go in the locker room now, at the beginning of the season, you're the only guys there. You go in the locker room now, and there's a whole crowd in there. Like the players now, they probably have requests for 10 times as many tickets as they have.
Bobby Jones came flying through after the block at the other end. Stuffed it, retreats quickly on defense against Magic. And if there were any doubts about the Philadelphia 76ers and how they got here, let them be dispelled now. The Lakers have got a match. This is going to be some series. Landsberger banged it back up and in. Look out now.
Oh, it's going to be rough. And what a play there. Kareem actually missed the easiest shot he's had in the game on a good feed from Magic, but Landsberger followed it up.
Caldwell Jones, top circle. BJ to the glass, and Bobby Jones is Mr. Do-It-All here early. 41-34 Sixers.
In my opinion, he's the best sixth man in basketball, Bobby Jones.
11 points already. Couple of blocks. Kareem missing the hook, and again it was young Mark Landsberger tipping it in. And Jamaal Wilkes due to return for the Lakers.
These are the kind of people that you don't want to hurt you, and Landsberger's getting great help here in the first half.
Bibby was short. Landsberger and Bibby down. Nixon's got an open man. Caldwell comes to Cooper. And Caldwell Jones stuffed him. And the Sixers are up on the sideline.
Super play. Watch Coop go to the basket. And he'll take it in against anybody. Here goes Cooper from the left. Wants to jam it. And look at Caldwell Jones coming right to left. Made a beautiful block out of bounds.
I would have been proud of that one.
Oh, that was your man.
Kareem works on the inbounds pass. Lays it in. It's 41-38.
That was a great defensive play. And the Cooper was taking it right to him like you're supposed to.
In that Seattle series, he really went to the basket hard.
It'll go over. It's
Offensive foul.
Offensive foul.
You got to be still on that pitch. You can't be moving around, bumping guys, hitting with your hip and your elbows and everything. You got to be still. 41-38.
The NBA Pepsi-Cola Hot Shot competition. Those are the Western Conference Finals coming up at halftime, and Rick Berry will also have highlights of the first half for you. He'll analyze the action matching Kareem and the Lakers against the Doctor and the Philadelphia 76ers. But so far here, one man has stood head and shoulders above the crowd. Bobby Jones is his name. Here's Kareem on Caldwell.
They ran that a play out of the timeout, and Westhead at the end of it said, we want to look for Self, and we can't find him. Let's go to the big fella.
Wonder who that is, right?
Yeah, and they went to him.
That's strong, Coach.
Steve Mix on the floor. He works with the Doctor. Bibby, Cheeks, and Caldwell. And from the perimeter, Bibby misses, and Kareem now, after the field goal, contributes the rebound. Magic's in the middle, looking for daylight. They're putting that quickness of Cheeks on Magic Johnson here in the early going. Look at Cheeks, ready to take him. Giving
now, the
away
Lakers are normally a good second-half team.
Cooper, and the Doctor influenced it. And here's Cheeks around Kareem.